Welcome everybody. I'm Josiwe, and this is the first episode of my new Let's Play series, Let's Play Diablo 3. This is the third incarnation of Diablo's dungeon crawler, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's watch the opening cinematic.
And at the end of days, the first sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Leah, are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Okay, so that's the beginning of the game. Let me go ahead and get started here. Let me see if I got this set up correctly. I'm going to switch over to my login guard. There we go. Okay. Okay. And there we go. Alright, so now let's go back to the face cam. Alright. So cool. I've upgraded my caster skills now. I have the ability to switch between scenes with hotkeys. So hooray! Alright. So just to be clear, this is not the very first character on my account. I created a monk, named her Chime, and took her to level 10 just to get a feel for the game before I began recording the Let's Play. So you can see I've got about 3 hours on her. But this is the character I want to play through with. This is Rattle, my level 1 witch doctor. So we're going to go ahead and start the game.
I wander to places beyond imaginings. far from the jungles of my youth. My knowledge has grown vast. The people, they think me banished, shunned to the end of my days. They say I defy the spirits, but I say no. I follow them. The spirits show me alone that the sky fire is where the end begins. They say this must not be. I live to serve the spirits, so I go. There is none but me to answer the call.
So, here we are. The interface to Diablo 3. We've seen the fire in the sky and the calling of Rattle, our witch doctor heroine. So just to give you a little context if you aren't familiar with the series, Diablo 3 is one of Blizzard's big tent properties. The first game dealt with the Lord of Destruction's attempt to escape confinement via first trying to take control of the king Leoric in the town of Tristram, and then later his son Albrecht. The second game dealt with the consequences of the failure of the hero from the first, and eventually culminated in the death of Mephisto and Baal and the destruction of the corrupted World Stone, which had hid the world of Sanctuary from heaven and hell. So that happened 20 years ago. The angel Tyrael destroyed the World Stone because it had been corrupted. And so we don't really know what's happened since then on Sanctuary or in heaven or hell. But the protections that it gave are unquestionably gone. And now we've seen the first sign of what may be the final reckoning, as the fire in the sky and the star falls from heaven into the church at Tristram, where Deckard Cain and his niece fled its destructive path. So something is called Rattle here. I'll tell you a little bit about the interface here. We have the health. Lose it all and you're dead. We have mana. This is what you use to cast spells. So it seems like I start off with this ability here. Poison Dart. Costs 4 mana. Shoot a deadly poison dart that deals 100% weapon damage as poison, and an additional 40% weapon damage as poison over 2 seconds. So there's a dot effect on that. The alternate attack is a melee attack. So let's take a look at what I actually have equipped right now. My inventory.
The air is heavy with death. The fallen star is near.
Okay, so we're seeking the fallen star. That's fine. So it looks like we're going to start out with a little bit of cash. Some health potions. This restores 250, so since my life at this point is 130, this is essentially a full health potion for me. And all I have right now is a simple knife, a ceremonial knife, 3 damage per second. That's about it. Not worth too much. So we're going to rely on the poison dart ability to keep us safe. So this is our inventory and character screen. You can see I'm level 1 right here. I have 8 strength. 8 strength. Oh wow! Look at the mouse over right there. So let's see. That gives me 8 armor. I have 8 dexterity. Increases my dodge chance by 0.8%. I have intelligence. This is the primary attribute for my witch doctor. Increases my resistance by 1 and damage by 10%. I have vitality, which increases life. Each point of vitality increases life by 10. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to want to work on intelligence and probably vitality. I believe survivability is going to be pretty important in this game. Fortunately, intelligence gives resistances, so that's nice. So between vitality and armor, depending on what I can wear, yeah. don't have a lot of damage yet. So you can also click on this tab to get advanced details about your offense, all the breakdown of like your various resistances and things in your defense, bonuses and stuff that you acquire, all that kind of nonsense. But it's a little much for right now. If you go to the skills screen, this is mostly locked down right now, but you can see I'll have a choice eventually between 4 different primary skills. Those can also be modified with runes. We'll find out about those layers. And I don't have any secondary skills yet, but I'll get one at level 2, so there's a reason to advance here. The quests and game journal, I don't have anything yet, looks like, but that's where kind of documents and hints about the game go. And you've got options and stuff here. So let's get started. We've made our way here from from the west, or from the east rather. So let's head out. Oh, there's a dead body here, an overturned cart, and a risen undead. All right. So we use our poison dart to shoot him in the back. All right. There's quite a few of them. So we're gonna shoot from afar. One of the ways you can do that is if you hold the shift key. Any attack you make is made from stationary. So wow, I wonder how long the range on that is. Oh, it's really nice and far. That's pretty cool, actually. But you can't attack again, I think, until the first thing has landed. So, do I have any information about these risen dead? No, not yet. Okay, I haven't formally figured it out. But this is very disturbing. You see, like, there's this dead guy and these risen dead, or we're like feeding on him, I guess. There's corpses everywhere. What's going on here? Oh, and New Tristram. Okay, so we followed the Fallen Star here to New Tristram. Let's talk to this Captain Rumford. Captain Rumford, let's speak to him.
The spirits tell me go, seek the cradle of the Fallen Star. And so, I am here.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Okay, so I'm just, yeah, I'm holding down the shift key and just sending as many darts as I can, as fast as I can at the undead here. Looks like, there we go.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Okay, so let's take a moment here and reflect on what just happened. So the dead attacked, and we helped defend. We helped Captain Rumford and his men defend the gates, and he was impressed by what we've done. He said, "Never seen fighting like that before." I think. Let's see. So the star fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. So we'll speak with her. Okay. And he says Leah's at the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Okay. So now if we check our journal, we should have, yeah, here we go, quest. The Fallen Star. So we want to talk to Leah in the Slaughtered Calf Inn at the center of New Tristram. The dead rise in the fires of the Fallen Star and descend upon New Tristram. Is this where my path has led me? Is this where I will find the understanding that I seek? Or is it my death that awaits me? Okay, so we've got a quest. And up here, by the way, we have the mini-map and our objectives tab. Blacksmith, healer, miner. Okay, so you can also make the map larger and kind of drag it around by hitting the M or the tab key. But for the most part, I shouldn't really need to do that, I don't think. Anyway, let's go inside Tristram here. Okay.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
So there's a militia member here in charge of corpses. Let's ask him about it. The burning bodies.
The dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
Okay, so since the star fell from the sky, corpses have been rising, and now they have to burn everybody. Let's see what the scholar has to say.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Yeah, Old Tristram. Okay, so Old Tristram was basically the setting for the first and second games. where a lot of nasty stuff happened. Let's continue on into town here. Looks like we've got a mortuary here, or cadaver station, or some kind.
Sakarum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Brother Malachi the healer seems to be ranting on a corner here. Let's speak with him. Let's receive a blessing.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Wonder what that did. Maybe healed me? Okay, so there's also, I forgot to mention, there's this potion button is on Q. So that's available if you need it. Let's speak with the merchant here.
Got a right good bunch of things for you this fine day.
Okay, so we might want to spend some of our gold on one of these weapons since we don't really have anything. 7 DPS, 8 DPS. I don't know, like how we deal with various types of weapons. That does more damage, but this has a vampiric feature which will help. I don't know, help us. So one of the interesting things about the game is that even though the fact that I have a sword equipped, it doesn't really matter. Remember, the spell does the percentage of the weapon damage that I have, so it's almost like holding a powerful weapon lends strength to the spell, but it doesn't really, like, you don't need sword skills or anything. So I can go ahead and use this. I'll probably get something just from drops though, so I don't know if I'm going to spend the gold yet. Let's see who we've got over here.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Okay, we've got a bitter guard. We've got Hedrick Emmon, who's an artisan. Let's speak with him. New Tristram.
Nothing ever seems to change in New Tristram, does it?
What do you mean?
There's always some threat of the risen dead or foul evil descending on the town, isn't there?
Alright, so we can craft with this guy. Ooh. So this is the crafting interface. You can forge weapons and armor. You get materials by breaking down stuff that you don't want. And you can train the artisan. I guess it looks like... not sure, but I think this guy has retained training they gave him on the other character, because I trained him twice and it did 2 chunks like that and then like that. So I think he's got like training across character. But I don't have anything to break down, so that's fine. Let's see who this is. This villager. Let's speak with her.
Finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
Wow, okay, so she's grieving for her brother, and the mayor is apparently trying to book it.
The dead, rising from their graves. This must be the end of the world. The dead.
Yeah, okay. So this is Mayor Hollis.
Please, move your cart. I wish to pass.
How dare you speak to me like that? I'm the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
I will not. This town needs us both. Consider this fact carefully.
Okay, so she gives him a piece of her mind. Okay, so let's go on into the Slaughtered Calf Inn, where Leia is supposed to be, or Leah.
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Thank you, expository villager. Anyone else have anything else to say? Anything interesting?
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a nice piece of color.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
Yeah, I'm deadly. Look at that. I have a I have a ceremonial knife. All right. What else do you? Okay, so we got some cowering wretches over here, some sick people. Okay, we've got Braun the barkeep.
Welcome to the Slaughtered Calf Inn. Bring me whatever treasures you have no use for. I'll give you a bit of coin to save up for your casket.
Oh, isn't that sweet? See, this guy can repair. He's got some junky health potions we can buy. Buyback items, so we can sell him stuff. Okay. And then over here we have our quest giver, Leah.
The captain says you survived the fallen star.
I did. But it blasted my uncle, Deckard Cain, into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but... Watch out! The wounded are turning!
The spirits grant me blessings.
This is killing business.
Wow, okay. So I leveled up. And at level 2 you get a secondary skill. So let's go ahead and use Grasp of the Dead here. What is this? Grasp of the Dead, cost 50 mana, cooldown 8 seconds. Ghoulish hands reach out from the ground, slowing enemy movement by 60% and dealing 20% weapon damage as physical for 8 seconds. Okay, so it's a slow and a dot, so it's like a crowd control type deal. That's pretty cool. We'll choose that, since we don't have any other options, and accept it. Great, okay. So, now we have a secondary ability. We're going to have a chance to try that out later. It's pretty expensive, though. It's going to cost a third of our mana, essentially. I noticed we have a potion thing for health, but we don't have a mana potion. So I wonder how the pool grows as the witch doctor gains levels. All right, so this is going to be expensive at first, but hopefully we'll get some way of restoring our mana very quickly, so we can cast it a lot. Let's take a look at our journal, see what's happened. Nothing changed. Okay. So we still have to speak with her now that we've killed all these guys who turned over. I just want to let you know, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, the game does require an online at all times connection. Like, you can't play it offline. It's a debatable counter tactic against piracy, but in any case, one of the things I have covered up here for my friend's privacy is the social area of the screen. So underneath the face cam, you would typically see at login, quick join options to join other players' games and to invite them into your games. And actually, well, yeah, I might have to, if they message, well, no, yeah, hang on 1 second, actually, that's a good point. Switch to my screen guard. And I'm just going to set myself offline real quick. Oh, I already am. Okay, sweet. So let me come back to the face cam. Anyway, underneath the face cam is the social options, and like if you have people that are aware of your real ID or whatever on Battle.net from StarCraft 2 or other World of Warcraft, other games, and if they're playing Diablo 3, they'll be able to, I think, petition to join your game, and you'll be able to join theirs. And there's all kinds of social options. So I just have those covered up for now, so that they're not there for all eternity. But yeah, that's something that is available if you want it. You can play the game cooperatively. I'm going to be playing single player because I go at a pretty slow pace to sort of examine the lore and take my time. But you know, there are a lot of people who are like already, you know, they've played through the game 6 times and unlocked the final difficulty level, and they're just grinding away for drops against the primevals. But that's not really my style. Anyway, let's continue with our game here. So Rattle's going to go ahead and speak to Leah.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
There is a deep sickness here, but it can be healed.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Okay, so Leah, basically, like most female characters, told us that we should go speak to a man. So let's do that. So we'll go back to the gate and speak with Captain Rumford.
Militiamen went out. Only Rumford came back. How could that help us?
We never should have built on this cursed ground. Maybe Cain was right. Even in death, Diablo torments us.
Yeah, so for those of you not familiar with the series, Deckard Cain is a pretty central figure in the series. When the Primevals were initially banished to Sanctuary, that's the name of the world that the game takes place in. When the Primevals, Diablo, the Lord of Terror, Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, and Baal, the Lord of Destruction, were banished by the four lesser evils to Sanctuary, the mortal plane. They were met by a group of mages known as the Horadrim, and the Horadric mages battled and defeated them and then confined them, if unfortunately impermanently, in soul stones made from shards of the World Stone. So one of the last descendants of a Horadric mage it was Deckard Cain. He's one of the last people alive who remembers the Horadrim and their lore and knows about the threat that the Primevals pose to the world. Like, the rest of the world is forgotten. The Horadrim have disappeared. They all faded away after they thought that they had sealed the evils away. So Deckard Cain is basically the most important living human because he has all the knowledge of the threat and how to defeat it, and who can be trusted amongst the hosts of heaven and hell. So yeah, it's very important that we rescue him. But first, let's go and follow Leo's objective and speak with Captain Rumford about what we can do here in New Tristram.
How can I help to fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Their sacrifice saved their people. I will honor it.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
Okay. So this guy and his militia weren't able to defeat the wretched mothers, who are apparently the source of all these undead, so we're gonna go take care of that for him.
There! That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, we've got new lore.
I, Deckard Cain, have spent many years traveling and writing about the strange creatures in our world, but the sight of the wretched mothers still haunts me. They are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. Now they feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed, risen dead.
Okay, so we got some information about, it's bestiary information. We finally have some, we know what the, okay, let's try our special here. Oh, wow, nice. Look at that, it slows them down and does damage over time. So it's pretty expensive. Oh, we killed something else interesting.
I will never forget the first time I saw these horrors shambling out of the misty woods. Our loved ones, buried long ago, rose from their graves and began to attack the living. However, the risen dead were only the beginning.
Okay, so now we have lore for the living dead, and one of the nice features of the game, you can re-listen to that. You can listen to Deckard give his notes about it. And the wretched mothers. So these are the remnants of Queen Asilla's slaughtered handmaidens who were twisted by foul magic. So I don't remember much reference to Queen Asilla. Mostly it was about King Leoric and his son Albrecht, but maybe Asilla, I guess Asilla was his queen, and she had some handmaidens. Anyway, so they've been twisted by the dark magics of the primevals to go around spewing whatever. No, that's someone else. Raising. Right, yeah. They feast upon cadavers and regurgitate them as newly formed risen dead. So they're the source of New Tristram's most immediate problem. That's what we have to do, is seek them out and kill them. So let's see, the Fallen Star, our new quest. Kill the wretched queen and the wretched mothers in the old ruins northeast of New Tristram. Okay, the wretched mothers and their queen call forth more of the zombies. If I kill these leaders, New Tristram should be safe from their attacks, at least for a short while. So on our objectives, you can see we have an objective to kill the wretched queen in the old ruins, and we also have a bonus objective to kill 3 additional wretched mothers. Let's see. Yeah, that's visible above the face cam. Okay, so let's go ahead and head northeast to the cemetery. And oh wait, we've got some guys over here. So that's really cool. That's our Grasp of the Dead spell. And let's see, got some gold there. I didn't really see that mana cost. Like, let me check that next time we use it. We got some kind of outpost here. There we go. Oh yeah, so I just regenerated really fast. So this is some new kind of
Dear reader, I am Abdalhazir,
Needs more
adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Kanduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Yeah, so it really slows him down and does a nice little bit of damage over time. Okay, so I didn't really... Yeah, so we found a new type of enemy. Oh, apparently one of the Wretched Mothers was in here somewhere. So we killed the Quill Fiend. This guy didn't really give us a lot of information about them, except to explain who he is. What's his name?
Dear reader, I am Abdalhazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself.
Yeah, he's not very humble, is he? Kind of self-aggrandizing. Okay, so now in addition to the Risen Dead and their Wretched Mothers, we have to look out for Quill Fiends, apparently. Actually, I remember Quill Fiends from Diablo 2. They were basically one of the first things you fought out in the fields around Tristram. So let's go ahead and continue here looking around this area. There's like a shack here. I'm wondering if there's any way to get inside it. Okay, so we've got a little blade here, but it's cracked and crappy. There's this cloth pants. No. One of the things you learned very quickly, I found on my other character, the monk that I took to level 10. It's totally not worth picking up anything that isn't magic. Except at the very beginning here where you have nothing. And everything is better than nothing, obviously, so let's get rid of that. Equip that. Okay. So this here is the experience bar. You've probably noticed it growing. I'm almost, it looks like 60% of the way to level 3. So we'll continue here, exploring the area around the old Tristram Road. I like the atmosphere here. You know, it's kind of calm and peaceful, and quiet and murky and damp. There's little pools of water and stagnant insects, abandoned homes, kind of. The artwork is very good, is what I'm saying. Another thing, a lot of items in the world are indestructible, but you have to use that shift attack to do it. These items don't automatically, you can't attack them, you'll just kind of walk past them, but if you shift attack, it'll destruct or deform the world a little bit. Some things like that, you can actually hover over and see it. Now, I don't think I can dual wield. No, I'm not allowed to offhand that. But it is better than the knife I have, so let's equip it. And I think I'll hang on to this for sentimental reasons, my ceremonial knife. But we'll fight with the axe. So, oh, we've got a Wretched Mother here. Let me snare her. Okay, and attack her. Okay, so that's 2 of 3 done. I looked away for a moment there. Let's see, does this... Yeah, this isn't gonna... Let's fight these guys. Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice, ranged attack that she's got here as her starter attack. I kind of like it. You know, it feels fairly safe. One of the things I should point out, I'm playing this on normal because in order to unlock harder difficulty levels for a character, you have to complete the game. So you can't play on Nightmare until you complete normal. And another thing I would say is that the game designers have actually pointed out that the characters are supposed to have these godlike powers. They're supposed to be much more powerful than the heroes in the first two games. And when you consider, if you consider the destruction of the World Stone 20 years ago and the implications thereof, if you're steeped in the lore a little bit, you can see that that might actually have some bearing on why the game is so easy in normal mode. If you're looking for more of a challenge than for the role-playing element of it, or exploring the story as I am in this Let's Play series, you might want to just churn through the first few difficulty levels as fast as possible to really get to the challenge of Hell and Inferno. But in any case, we found a journal here in this old keepsake box on the border of this, you know, as the road goes further to the north here. So let's see what it has to say.
The rumors of torture and worse grow every day. What has happened to Tristram and its king? I once thought Leoric a great man, but it seems I was deceived. We all were. He sends our meager army against Westmarch on the morrow. What will become of us?
Okay, so this is actually a very old journal from way at the beginning of the first game. Leoric was the king who lived, who set up his throne and castle in the chapel, which was basically the last remnant of Diablo's prison as set up by the Herodric mages many years ago. So Leoric was driven mad by Diablo's attempt to take possession of him. And right after that happened, he decided to, in his paranoia, to go to war with Westmarch. So Despina here has like started to notice the changes in Leoric. So this is like sort of really cool information that's sort of reliving the beginning of the first game for you, or the lore behind the first game. So actually, it does a pretty good job here of rehashing some of what's gone before. At least that's what I found in the playthrough I made on the other character. So I appreciate that. You know, you can. It's like Skyrim. Like, you don't have to stop and read these books. You don't have to pay attention if you don't want to. If you just want to have the click fest and the loot drop or whatever, you can do that. Oh, so you don't actually have to hold shift on her. She'll actually keep her distance if you aim correctly. So let's go ahead and I don't know if you're watching the minimap here, but I always like to like fully explore the area provided by the game to get the maximum experience and gold and stuff, and make sure I don't miss any secrets or bits and pieces like that journal. You know, and especially on the first time you're going through, it's important. You want to try and find everything, so you get the full experience and flavor of the game before you come back mainly for the challenge and the gameplay and later difficulty levels. What are we doing for time here? Okay, not too bad. So there's a river here that we can't cross. So we'll continue following the old Tristram Road. Oh wait, there's an area back here that I missed. Okay. You know, in the second game, sometimes you could path inside some of these shacks and stuff, but it looks like they're not going to let us do that here. Okay, that's locked off. All right. Oh wait a minute, there's a scarecrow. What does that do? Oh, just up. I really like that snare. That pairs with her ranged attack really well. Yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying about the difficulty level. As I said, the game's designers have pointed out that the powers of the heroes in the third game are far more powerful than those who came before in the previous games, and there was a reason for that. The World Stone, which was destroyed. Oh, we got a wretched mother. Nice.
The mothers sleep once more.
Okay, so I've killed 3 of the mothers, and all I have left to do is kill the wretched queen. I've also unlocked some stuff, so hang on a minute. Let's and I leveled up, so let's take a look at that. Let's go into the skills menu here. In primary skills, I have a new skill, Corpse Spiders. Throw a jar with 4 spiders that attack nearby enemies for 16% of weapon damage is physical before dying. That's interesting. I don't know what to think about that. I'll have to try it out. Corpse spiders. Okay.
Need more time.
So those guys, I guess, do a little damage? I wonder if that's going to be as effective as the dart. Anyway, in the events, the lore behind the first couple of games, the World Stone was essentially used at first to limit the abilities of humans, who were essentially the offspring of angels mating with demons. Their technical name in the world game, in the game world, is Nephilim. But humans were originally much more powerful than demons and angels combined, and looked set to use their creation and their world of sanctuary to wage war against both heaven and hell and destroy them both. So the World Stone was used by the angel Inarius, who created Sanctuary and stole the World Stone in the first place, to limit their powers. Later, another entity, a human mage named oh, I don't know about that. I think I gotta, well, yeah, I don't know about if that's as good as the dart. I think the DPS on the dart is better. Anyway, so Inarius used the World Stone to bind the Nephilim to prevent their latent powers from growing. But later, someone named Darius, or Uldacius, something like that. Oh, okay. That does have rapid fire. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty badass. Okay, I do like that. I do like that. That's pretty cool. So there was this mage named Uldacian, I think. Maybe that's Uldacian, something like that. And he altered the World Stone to reverse what Ignarius had done and enhance the powers of the Nephilim. And then, shortly after that, Tyrael, or Baal corrupted it, and Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone. So right now, you know, this Rattle has come onto the scene as this incredibly powerful, unusually powerful witch doctor with these incredible abilities. So you'll see, like, the game is pretty easy on the normal difficulty.
Diablo's evil lingers everywhere here.
Okay, so I've gone too far. I want to go back to the old. Oh wait, no, I do want to go onto the old ruins. So what was this over here? Dank Cellar? Let's check that out. Ah, okay, this is the equivalent of the areas in the second game that you could sort of path inside a little bit. Well, they won't attack the other barrel. I'll give it a smash. Okay. So previously with my Skyrim Let's Play, I tried not to ever speak to the live viewers, but I'm going to relax that a little bit. So I'll just say, hey guys, PippoPip, Jet Fan, I am watching the chat. I do appreciate if you guys can let me know about any problems with the stream or any insightful bits of lore that you have, or questions. Because I figure the average YouTube watcher will eventually have those questions too. I do want to point out, I just got the time limit restriction lifted on my YouTube channel, so I will be uploading full 1-hour episodes to YouTube without splitting them. Hopefully that'll resolve some of the audio sync issues too. And if I do have a bad upload, I'll try to delete it and try it again, see if I can make that work. But anyway, that's enough process talk. Let's get back to the game here. I'm gonna... Oh, okay, so I have a little help icon here, it's gonna remind me. I may be able to equip some better stuff. Some chest armor. No, okay. So this stuff is junk. We'll get rid of it. One other thing, I wanted to change the options. Gameplay. Yeah, I want to do push to show for 10 seconds. I liked that. Okay, fine. Let's accept that. Return to game. All right. So anyway, yeah, here on normal difficulty, regardless of the character class you choose, you're going to find it pretty easy.
The chest is empty. Did the creatures take the treasure?
Okay, so there's a boss here. We're going to throw as many of these spiders at him as we possibly can. And yeah, their DPS is going to take him down. Nice. So we killed, what was his name? Sarkoth the something or other? And look at that, we got a rare item. We got a blue, we got a magic weapon there. That's great, we can actually use that for ourselves. That's better than what we had. And you'll see they also drop, health globes that you can pick up. So let's check that out. Let's go to the character screen. Yeah, this is much better. This is the hand axe of the eel. 8.4 damage per second, 5 to 8 damage, 1.3 attacks per second, plus 2 to 4 lightning damage. So that's better than what we had. We're going to go ahead and equip that. Throw away this crappy thing. We're done. We've got a nice... Oh, check it out. We've got a little blue glow on that. So that's cool. That was just... That's like just... There was this little area we could come here, and there was some kind of like badass elite monster down here guarding his treasure. But let's get back to the main quest. We want to continue along the Old Tristram Road here. And search out the wretched queen in the old ruins. Okay. So the Diablo's stench of evil lingers yet, is what we said upon entry, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and snare this guy and hit him with some spiders. He drops a health orb for us. That's really this. I really like. Oh, who's this? Wretched Queen. Okay, so this is who we're looking for. So we want to just wait for our alt to... There we go. So there's our snare. Oh, we missed her. First handmaiden of the queen. But we can certainly...
Not ready yet.
Certainly hit her again. There we go. She's done now. And between... so this is really cool. So our character, ghoulish hands reach out from the ground, slowing the enemy. And then a jar with spiders attack. I really kind of like that. That's a cool. It's a different attack pattern than any of the characters I would normally use in a Diablo game. And actually, one of the reasons I chose this class is it was basically the successor or the inheritor of the Necromancer, which I had never played in Diablo 2, the previous game. I ended up playing like a barbarian and a sorcerer character. But I should point out, actually, the game is because the game is always online. You don't have to save. I don't actually know what happens when you die because I haven't died yet. That's how easy the game is on normal. Of course, I haven't gone very far either. But let's see. We're going to go ahead and explore this area. You'll note that we did find a waypoint here. That allows us to travel between New Tristram, and we can come back, deal with the crafters, the artisans, the merchants, sell anything, buy anything we need, go into our stash. Oh, this is apparently a cross character as well. Nice. Okay, so anyway, now that we've come back, we can speak with Captain Rumford and tell him that we killed the wretched queen mother or whatever. So the wretched queen is dead. We've used the old ruins waypoint, so now we'll speak with Captain Rumford.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Alright, so the quest is completed. We've received some XP here towards the next level, level 4. We've gotten a little bit of gold. Go ahead and continue. So now we have no quest, but we do have plenty of journal entries still. We've got our old Tristram journal, which gave us a little bit of lore background. And we've got some bestiary entries about the Quilfie and the Risen Dead. The wretched mother. But Captain Rumford charged us to speak with Leah, and we said we'd help her recover Deckard Cain, the last descendant of the Haradrim mages. So let's speak with her about that.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Okay. So the name of the objective here is the Legacy of Cain. That might be a little shout out to the ADOS series of vampire games, but in any case, so we have to go back to the ruins, and unlock the cathedral. So after they locked it up, the guards fought their way to Adria's hut. So we're gonna go find the key to the cathedral in Adria's hut, in the ruins of old Tristram. We're gonna bring Leia with us as a companion, apparently, which is cool.
Here, let me open the gate.
Okay. So let's explore the rest of this sort of lobby area, the entry here, because I didn't the first time around. Let's see what we've got. little bit of gold. Okay. Got a Quill Fiend. And it looks like Leah's an archer, apparently. Man, this is really... I'm really liking this Witch Doctor character. It's pretty cool. Like, it's a different way of thinking. These little spiders are almost like Zerglings from StarCraft 2. You know, you get a lot of them. You sort of mass them up. So I mean, think about it. There's 16% of your weapon damage per spider, and you get 4 per jar. So if you throw 3 of them and you have 12, you know, spiders on whatever it is that you're fighting, that's more than your ordinary DPS if they get a surround off, I guess. That's a good way to explain it. And then I've got Leah adding some DPS in the background too. That's nice. If you throw down a snare too on top of that, like you're doing an insane amount of DPS. But it is all predicated on your weapons. So like when you're playing this game, you have to realize like everything is gear dependent. Like what you're carrying determines the strength of everything you're doing. So you have to. I mean, you basically have to play the gear game, you know. And I haven't really gotten started with that yet. Like on my other character, I just have some stuff I picked up along the way, but nothing spectacular. Let's go into this dank cellar and check it out. See what we find.
Need more time.
Oh, that's so cool. Just flooding them with these spirit spiders. And getting just a little bit of gold. Nothing too good as a reward down here, but that's alright. Some health globes. Okay, so, we've defined Adria's hut, right? Alright, so here's the waypoint. Leah's opened the gate for us. Let's continue onwards into Old Tristram.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
Huh.
Did you know your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
Okay, so that hints that maybe someone from Diablo 2 is her father, Leah's father. And Adria was her mother, and she was raised by Uncle Deckard. So, Deckard Cain is pretty damn old at this point. Like, he's in his late 80s, I believe. So he hasn't got a lot of time left. Maybe even his early 90s, because he was already pretty damn old 20 years ago at the conclusion of events of Diablo 2. But in any case, we're getting close to an hour here, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. But let's see what's inside Adria's hut. Maybe we can recover the key. Although I don't have the time limit, so I can go like 1 or 2 minutes over now. So that's cool.
A hidden cellar. Follow me.
Okay. So she's gonna go ahead on in here. Let's go into the hidden cellar.
This is a place of power. Your mother hid her secrets here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it.
Okay, so this is Adria's house, Leah's mother, and it seems like it's a place of power. Let's explore it real quick. Explore the hidden cellar. Okay.
Captain Dalton.
Captain Dalton, former captain of the guard. All right, we need to back off because we have very low life. Our whole thing is distance fighting. Okay, good. We managed to snare him again. Overwhelm. Oh no! Wow, he froze me. Look at that. Finish him off. Polish him off. Okay, nice. We killed him. Let's get a health globe. All right. So Captain Dalton, the captain of the guard, he was left behind, I guess, and corrupted. So we managed to fight whatever happened to him. He got something bad happened. Okay, let's speak with Leia.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will find Deckard Cain. Stay here and study your mother's secrets. We may have need of them.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Okay. So I guess Aiden was her father, maybe? Yeah, and she's getting ready to book it. So we finished the quest, or no, we finished the objective. We got the key. Now we have to go unlock the cathedral. We've also unlocked a new skill slot, so let's check that out. Action bar skills. These are active skills that go on the hotbar down here. So let's see what we've unlocked. Summon zombie dogs. Cost 21 mana. Cooldown 60 seconds. Summon 3 zombie dogs from the depths to fight by your side. Each dog deals 9% of your weapon damage as physical per hit. Alright, so let's equip that. Accept that. Okay. So that's now available to us. And we've also gotten some new items. Let's see, we've got a scouting cloth tunic. This is going to give us a little better chance of finding items. And a crappy club, which we're going to throw away. Cloth tunic we're going to throw away. Alright. So let's check our quest. I know that Leah will be of little assistance to me as I descend into the cathedral to find her uncle. If she stays here, she may be able to learn more about her mother, a mystery that I can tell is of great importance to her. So we're going to leave Leah here. We're going to exit the hidden cellar, and we're going to head northeast of Adria's hut to the cathedral to unlock it, and descend into the depths to search for Deckard Cain. But that is going to have to wait for next time. Because that is it for this time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Next time we'll continue with this quest and go deeper into Blizzard's shockingly successful third incarnation of its Diablo named and branded dungeon crawler. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.